Okay, in this video I've got an example problem queued up here, which is talking about dictionary order, length versus lex order, and I'm following the definitions as given in Bender and Williamson, the text for the course, the free online text. And so I'm given the two sets A and B. And for part A, I want to write out the elements of the set A union A squared in dictionary order. First, I'm just going to write out the elements of that union and not worry about the order. I have A, which is A, B, and C, and then A squared has 9 elements: AA, AB, AC, BA, BB, BC, CA, CB, and CC. And so I haven't ordered them at all, but now I want to put them in dictionary order. And dictionary order is where it's exactly the way, if these were all words in the English dictionary, dictionary order is how you do it. And so we're going to have an A section. Okay? And the idea of having an A section and a B section and a C section to the dictionary, the idea there is that what you do is you start with a prefix. In this case, so if I have a string, that has C, A, and T in it, and if I have another string C, A, T, B, I, R, D, these both happen to be English language words, cat and catbird. Each of them has the same prefix, which is the 3 letters C-A-T. Okay, and you'll find that cat appears first in the dictionary, catbird appears later. And this is the idea. Once you get started with a prefix, cat, we put all the words that begin with that prefix after it. Before I move on to C-A or S-T-U, if there were any C-A-U's, all the cats would come before all the C-A-U's. For example, the word caustic. Okay, so we're going to do the A section first. We're going to start with the A. We're going to move on to the AA, okay, because that's the next thing that we can put. A is the first element in set A. And now we're going to do all the AAs. Are there anything else that begins with AA? No, because we don't have A cubed here. We only have A squared. So I'm going to move on to the ABs, the ACs, and I guess that's it. That's all the A's. And I'm going to put the arrow here to indicate that I'm going to start at the top and move down. Now I'm going to move on to the B section, and we're going to go BA, BB, and BC. And any time I look at 2 elements in dictionary order, if they agree up to a certain point, then where they start disagreeing, they better be also in order. So I have A, B, and C here. Okay? And sort of the blank space comes before any element, if you think of it that way. And then I go from C to CA to CB to CC, and finally D to DA, DB, and DC. And this single arrow here sort of indicates, I think as I said in class, I like to put that single arrow there instead of putting all these arrows here to indicate that we're going top down and then right to left. So I don't like putting all those arrows there. And I think we can just put a single arrow here, meaning that we're going top down first, then left to right. Okay? So there they are in dictionary order. And let's do the counting job. I have 3 plus 9, 3 plus 9, or 12. So the 12 is not only a 3 plus 9, but it's also 4 A's plus 4 B's plus 4 C's plus 4 D's. It's also 4, just a second, there are no D's. John, what are you doing here? Get rid of those. It's also, sorry about that, 4 times 3, which is 12. Sorry about those D's. Okay, and so that's part A. Part B starts in with write the elements of set A union A squared in length first Lex order. Well, that's the order that I had when I first made the set. So length first Lex order starts with the short ones first, all the short ones, and then goes into, so it does Lex order for all the one element, all those with length 1, and then it does Lex order with all those of length 2. So AA, AB, AC, BA, BB, BC, CA, CB, CC. And I put the same arrow here to mean that we're going to go down first and then start in the next column, go down. Okay, so again I have 12 elements. Finally, in part C here, I want to make the elements of the set B union B squared union B cubed, and B has just X and Y in it. And so there won't be too many of them here. Let me go ahead and write them all out. B union B squared union B cubed. B is the set of all length 1 strings drawn from the set B. B squared is all the length 2 strings drawn from the set B. And B cubed is all of the length 3. So I have lengths 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and so if I write out the elements of the set, I get X and Y, XX, XY, YX, YY. And now I've got B cubed. And it has 9 elements because B has 2 elements, so it has 8 elements in it because B has 2 elements, and they're X, 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 Y, kind of like counting in binary, except I'm using X's and Y's instead of zeros and ones. Y, X, X, Y, X, Y, 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 X, and finally Y, Y, Y. Y, O, Y. Okay, so there's the elements, and now I need to put them in dictionary order. I've only got 2 elements to start with, so I'm going to only have an X section and a Y section. And the total number of elements, B union B squared union B cubed, is 2 plus. The union adds them. When they're disjoint. These 3 sets are disjoint because they all have elements of strings of different lengths. So no strings of length 3 are also of length 2 or also of length 1. And so B has 2 elements, B squared has 4, B cubed has 9, and so I have a total of 13, 14, 15 elements. No. B cubed has 8. 2 cubed is 8, John. And so I have a total of 6 plus 8 is 14 elements. And so my X section better have 7 elements, and my Y section better have 7 elements. So I'm going to start with X. I'm going to move to XX. And now I want to get all the XX's. The X section is those with prefix X. Now I'm doing the XX section, and I better find all of those with prefix XX. And they are these 2 here. They come in after XX. XXX and XXY. Okay. Now I'm going to move to the XY section. And I'm going to have 2 more with prefixes XY. XYX and XYY. And I think I've got all the X's because I've got 7 of them here. Okay. And so I'm going to go ahead and draw my arrow down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was hoping to get 7 X's and 7 Y's. So I'm going to follow the same pattern. YX comes next. It's not exactly the same pattern. Here I went from X to XX. No, X comes before Y, so I better go to YX. And then I go to the YXX and the YXY. Finally, I go to the YYs, and I start with just plain old YY. Then I go to YYX, and then finally YYY. And again, I have 7 elements in my Y section, 7 elements in the X section. 7 plus 7 is the 14, which is also the 2 plus the 4 plus the 8. Okay, so it all works out, and I've got them in dictionary order. Finally, I'll try to go quick here. I know this video is getting long. I'm going to do the same set in length first, length first, lex order. And actually, that's the order that I made the set up here. B union B squared union B cubed as a set given above is in length first lex order already. I started with the short ones of length 1, then I went to the ones of length 2, and those of length 2 I made them in lex order, and then the ones of length 3 I also did in lex order. So it's given above. Okay, hope that helps. This is a longer example.